Welcome back to my channel, Techno Trend Zone. When it comes to blending vintage aesthetics with cutting-edge technology, Nikon has truly been a leader in the mirrorless camera game. And now, all eyes are on the highly anticipated Nikon ZFR. If you've been following the trend, you'll know that Nikon's ZF model struck a chord with many enthusiasts due to its retro charm and modern functionality. But the ZFR is set to take things even further, possibly redefining what a modern classic can be. From whispers of a 60-megapixel sensor to enhanced video capabilities and refined handling, this could be the perfect hybrid for photographers and videographers alike. But the question remains, will it measure up to competitors like the Sony A7R5 or Canon EOS R5? Let's break down what we might expect from the Nikon ZFR. A nostalgic glance back, the Nikon ZF's legacy. Before we dive into the rumored specs of the ZFR, it's important to look at its predecessor, the Nikon ZF. Nikon hit the sweet spot with its blend of a vintage design reminiscent of film cameras while offering the power of a modern full-frame mirrorless camera. The ZF had a lot going for it, especially with its nostalgic appeal and compact design, but it wasn't without its flaws. Many photographers criticized its grip. Though stylish, it lacked the comfort needed for long shooting sessions. And with its 10 FPS burst rate, fast-paced photography, especially in action shots, was left wanting. But still, it was a beloved camera, especially for those who prize the balance of form and function. Nikon ZFR, what's new and what's next? So, what can we expect from the rumored ZFR? One of the most exciting updates would be the rumored 60-megapixel full-frame sensor. This would be a significant leap from the ZF, and could rival top-tier cameras like the Sony A7R5. A higher resolution means incredible detail, making the ZFR ideal for landscape and portrait photographers looking for maximum clarity. Additionally, there are murmurs about a new 16-bit RAW format that could elevate color depth and dynamic range, features typically reserved for medium-format cameras like the Fujifilm GFX series or even the Hasselblad X2D. Of course, 16-bit RAW might be a stretch, but even 14-bit would still be a huge improvement. When it comes to speed, don't expect the ZFR to set any records. A 10 FPS burst rate is likely to be carried over, which will satisfy most photographers working with still images. But if you're after a high-speed performer for sports or wildlife photography, Nikon's Z8 or Z9 models might be more suited to your needs. Video capabilities. Is 8K in the cards? One of the biggest speculations surrounding the ZFR is its potential for 8K video recording. While 8K may seem excessive for some, it's a feature increasingly becoming standard in high-end mirrorless cameras. For hybrid shooters who need flexibility, in post-production, this would allow them to crop or reframe footage without sacrificing quality. However, managing heat in such a compact body might prove challenging for Nikon, so it'll be interesting to see how they tackle this issue in a retro-styled form factor. Design and usability. Enhancing the retro feel in terms of design, the ZFR is expected to carry forward the nostalgic elements that made the ZF a fan favorite, but with some critical tweaks. The grip is likely to be redesigned to improve comfort without compromising the camera's retro appeal. Nikon's trademark physical dials for ISO, shutter speed, and exposure compensation were a hit on the ZF, and it's expected that the ZFR will keep them. These tactile controls offer an intuitive shooting experience, especially when compared to the digital menus and touchscreen controls that dominate most other cameras. Where does the ZFR fit in the market? If the rumors are true, the ZFR would compete with cameras like the Sony A7R5, Canon EOS R5, and the Panasonic Lumix S1R. Sony's offering features an incredible autofocus system and a 60-megapixel sensor. Canon's EOS R5 excels in 8K video and autofocus performance, while the Lumix S1R is known for its strong image quality, but lags in video specs. The ZFR, on the other hand, could carve out its own niche by offering a perfect balance of resolution, design, and usability, ideal for portrait, landscape, and hybrid shooters who value detail and retro aesthetics over speed. Potential drawbacks. Will Nikon address the ZF's shortcomings? Despite its many strengths, the ZF had its issues, most notably its ergonomics and lack of handling comfort. If Nikon doesn't address these concerns in the ZFR, users might once again have to rely on third-party accessories to improve the grip. Moreover, the ZFR's rumored price tag could make it a more premium option, potentially alienating budget-conscious buyers. In that case, Nikon might attract a specific group of enthusiasts who are willing to pay for the design and resolution, but others may turn to alternatives like the Z7 II or the Sony A7R IV, which offer excellent value. Release and future prospects. The rumored release window for the ZFR is sometime in late 2026 or early 2027. Although that might seem like a long wait, it suggests that Nikon is taking its time to perfect this camera and ensure it delivers on the hype. If they get it right, the ZFR could be well worth the wait for those who prioritize both form and function. Final thoughts. Will the ZFR live up to the hype? In the fast-moving world of professional photography, the competition is fierce, and Nikon is certainly gearing up to compete with some heavy hitters. The ZFR has the potential to become a game-changer for photographers and videographers who want the best of both worlds: high resolution, retro design, and modern technology. But whether it can stand out in a crowded market and meet the expectations of its target audience remains to be seen. For now, we'll have to wait and see, but one thing's for sure: Nikon's next move in the mirrorless camera market is definitely one to watch. Stay tuned for more updates, and don't forget to like and subscribe to Techno Trend Zone for the latest in camera news, reviews, and all things tech.